my dreams I love you.
Amidst the challenges of the 1930s, positive facets of life in England shone through, depicting resilience and community spirit. The era saw the rise of innovative cultural expressions, from the flourishing art scene to the burgeoning popularity of jazz and swing music.
Again in my arms.
Sporting events, such as the famed victories in cricket and football, provided a collective source of pride. Despite economic hardships, tight-knit communities demonstrated a remarkable capacity for mutual support. The indomitable spirit of the people during this decade reflects an enduring optimism that transcended the trials of the time.
Come back again. And after all said and done,
The 1930s brought a riveting chapter to English football, characterized by a blend of glory and tribulation. Arsenal, under the visionary leadership of Herbert Chapman, asserted their dominance by securing 5 First Division titles, setting a new standard for excellence. The era also showcased legendary figures such as Dixie Dean and Stanley Matthews, whose virtuoso performances on the pitch captured the imagination of fans. Wembley Stadium became the iconic backdrop for historic clashes, most notably the FA Cup finals that unfolded with fervour. However, the latter half of the decade was marred by the looming clouds of World War II.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
World War II began on September 1, 1939, when Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, invaded Poland. The invasion was a culmination of Hitler's aggressive expansionist policies, which had already seen the annexation of Austria and Czechoslovakia. The German invasion prompted Britain and France to honor their alliance with Poland, declaring war on Germany on September 3, 1939. The swift and coordinated German military tactics, known as Blitzkrieg, overwhelmed Poland, leading to its rapid conquest. The invasion of Poland set the stage for the broader conflict, as subsequent aggressions and alliances drew nations worldwide into the cataclysmic events of World War II. The Blitz, a pivotal chapter in World War II, commenced on September 7, 1940, as German Luftwaffe aircraft targeted London. This relentless aerial bombardment marked the beginning of a sustained campaign against British cities, lasting until May 1941. The term Blitz refers to the lightning speed of the attacks, which aimed to break British morale and infrastructure.
I'm standing on a rooftop looking out over London. At the moment, everything is quiet. For reasons of national as well as personal security, I am unable to tell you the exact location from which I'm speaking. Off to my left, far away in the distance, I can see just that faint, red, angry snap of anti-aircraft bursts against this steel blue sky. But the guns are so far away that it's impossible to hear them from this location. About 5 minutes ago, the guns in the immediate vicinity were working. I can look across just at a building not far away and see something that looks like a splash of white paint down the side. And I know from daylight observation that about a quarter of that building has disappeared.
World War II left an indelible mark on the landscape of Europe, and football stadiums were not spared from the ravages of conflict. The bombing raids during the war targeted strategic and populated areas, including cities with prominent football stadiums. These iconic structures, often serving as symbols of community and national pride, became casualties of the widespread destruction. Highbury, the home ground of Arsenal Football Club, was not immune to the devastation. The North London Stadium, known for its traditional architecture and fervent atmosphere, was hit by German bombs during the Blitz. The destruction of Highbury reflected the harsh realities of wartime England, where cherished spaces became casualties in the larger struggle. In Liverpool, Anfield, the historic home of Liverpool Football Club, also faced the brunt of the war. The stadium suffered damage from air raids, disrupting the routine of a city that passionately embraced its football culture. The scars on Anfield were a poignant reminder of the impact of global conflict on the local fabric of communities. Manchester, another football hub, witnessed the bombing of Old Trafford, the home of Manchester United. While Old Trafford did not suffer as extensively as some other stadiums, it still faced damage during the war. The war years brought about a disruption in football activities, as stadiums transformed into symbols of resilience and recovery. Post-war reconstruction efforts sought to rebuild not just cities, but also the cultural and social institutions that defined communities. Football stadiums, as integral parts of the urban fabric, were meticulously reconstructed. Wembley Stadium, with its iconic twin towers, rose from the ashes and resumed its role as the focal point of English football. The rebuilding of Highbury, Anfield, Old Trafford, and other stadiums mirrored the resilience of the communities they represented. Football, as a unifying force, played a role in healing the scars left by the war. The reconstructed stadiums became symbols of hope, embodying the determination to rebuild and move forward. In reflecting on the football stadiums bombed during World War II, we glimpse a poignant chapter in the intertwined history of sports and conflict. These venues, once silenced by the sounds of war, eventually roared back to life, echoing the resilience of communities that refused to let the destruction define their future. The scars on the stadiums became markers not just of loss, but also of the enduring spirit that rebuilt them, reaffirming the role of football in bringing people together even in the darkest of times. In the aftermath of World War II, football in England embarked on a journey of recovery and resurgence, playing a crucial role in the healing process of a nation scarred by conflict. The post-war period saw a remarkable revival as England sought normalcy and a return to cherished pastimes.
It's all over. Jeff Hurst has got the first hat-trick of the competition. It is all over. England are the world champions. They're on the pitch now, but who cares? This is the greatest moment in the history of English football.
The recovery of English football symbolized resilience, embodying the nation's collective spirit to rebuild and rediscover joy after the tumultuous years of conflict.
it down.
Football in England today stands as a dynamic and thriving spectacle, deeply ingrained in the nation's cultural fabric. The Premier League, a global football powerhouse, attracts top talent and boasts a fervent fan base. State-of-the-art stadiums like Old Trafford and Anfield provide immersive experiences. England's national team, with its youthful vigour, competes on the international stage, reflecting a new era of optimism. Football remains a unifying force, connecting diverse communities and generations with a shared passion for the beautiful game.